Good evening. The headlines on CFCTV News tonight. Touching grass, near-death experience, Netherite shortage, Whovian extermination, and Duck Goose. A problem with the back-end servers last week forced CFC players to go outside and touch grass. In my case, the grass in question was very soggy, and I, alongside many other players, were relieved and thankful that Shadow Wolf and the team were soon able to get the server back up and running. Back on the server, safety concerns have been raised after a near-death experience in the community mob farm. The player, whose identity is to be withheld to avoid mild teasing, said in a statement, "The mob farm almost blew up. I scrolled to my food to eat and accidentally opened the trapdoors, which triggered a creeper to explode." Fortunately, the player was only lightly singed, and the farm was in acclaim, and so no blocks were broken. Critics have suggested this may have been a skill issue, and we at CFCTV would urge all users of community farms and builds to take care and always read instructions carefully first. In other miscommunication news, excitement over the new shop selling hard-to-get blocks turned to disappointment after customers failed to realise that the unobtainable suspicious gravel blocks for sale are for decoration purposes only, and, if brushed, will simply revert to gravel of a less suspicious nature. These blocks, obtained by a clever game exploit, look to be the first of several interesting rare blocks available at Robest 101's shop. Another hard-to-get block causing distress, panic and impatience is Netherite. The Discord chat was briefly flooded with complaints that there was no ancient debris to be found on the server, and mining efforts resulted only in frustration, disappointment and death by lava. Players shared screenshots of desolate nether tunnels, and shop directory results showed all Netherite shops to be out of stock. A few players took the opportunity to offer prank gifts of shulkers full of stone renamed as Netherite blocks. However, the panic quickly subsided as players including Vism, Painter X and Clear Cobra went mining, got some Netherite and offered it for sale. So I guess that's not really news, is it? Oh well, it's hoped that more Netherite shops will be created and that existing ones will be stocked soon. A new opportunity for mass landscape destruction has been offered by Usander42, whose previous giant Doctor Who-themed builds are soon to be joined by another, once the small issue of removing an inconvenient mountain has been resolved. Players have already begun the process of exterminating the offending mountain, and more volunteers are encouraged to join in the fun. In the absence of sonic screwdrivers, players are using Efficiency 5 pickaxes and a haste beacon to insta-mine the rocky terrain. Speculation is rife as to whether the new build will be a Dalek, a Cyberman, or some other wibbly-wobbly timey-wimey thing. As yet, Usander has maintained his secrecy on the matter. In waterfowl news, it appears that pond building is in great demand on the CFC server, as several players are appealing for help in creating aquatic environments. Players Silly Goose and Thoragnar10, the Duck, have affirmed that the server could do with more duck and goose-friendly lakes and waterways. At the same time, 2 new feathered friends have appeared in the Community District pond. Both Silly Goose and Thor the Duck have denied responsibility, but it's possible they are just trying to duck the question. And finally, the rise of various settlements, empires and kingdoms on the server continue, with Caesar Adrianus' inauguration of the Empire of Constansburg and its associated build, the Cathedral of the Good Shepherd and All Saints. Loyal citizens are invited to join his legions, although I think technically a legion is like over 5,000 people, but who knows? With all the new members joining CFC, perhaps this Romanesque collective could grow to as many as V1 or even XX1V. Let's hope that this Caesar's rule is more reminiscent of Constantine than Nero, and that he won't be sending any Christians to the Colosseum. Wait. Never mind. The kingdom that all players alike can be part of is, of course, the kingdom of God. As Jesus explained to the Roman governor, "My kingdom is not of this world." And to the people around him, he said, "The time has come. The kingdom of God is near. Change your hearts and lives and believe the good news." Jesus brought the good news that you can rely on. And we at CFCTV bring the fairly interesting and vaguely truth-adjacent news that players occasionally watch. So yeah, that's nice. For more Crafting for Christ information, the website is craftingforchrist.net, where you'll also find details about the Discord and the Minecraft server. And from all of us at CFCTV, Goose Night, and God bless.